this one's about hiring. When we opened up, it was me most of the time training all the different classes, all the personal training. Katie then started helping out, and it was the two of us, and then we added on a couple of other rock star coaches who were also firefighters. As we grew, there was a need to hire new coaches, and I put an ad out. I can't remember if it was Monster or Indeed or one of those, but I got a guy in. He's a younger guy, and in the interview, it's apparent to me that he's a struggling kind of adolescent, but he's certified. And I decide in that interview that I'm going to mentor this kid and give him a shot, because I know nobody else is really giving him a chance. So this is my feel-good story to try to give him an opportunity to come out of this bad place that he's been in. So I hired this kid, even though one of my interview questions, or I have several interview questions when I'm hiring coaches, but one of them is I put a scenario into their court, which is like a really frequent thing that happens. So one of these things that happens, back then, it's not so common anymore, but back then it was. One of the most common things we would ever hear is new women, when they came into the gym, they were apprehensive about starting. They would say something like, I don't want to get bulky, which is a total myth, and blah, blah, blah. Any coach that's been around a while can answer that question pretty well. So in the interview, I asked him exactly that. I role played, I acted like a female, and I'm like, I don't want to get bulky. And I asked him to respond to that. And he just goes, I've never heard that before. So right then I should have known, like, this is a bad decision. I shouldn't hire this kid. But we went forward anyway, and we get him shadowing, get him on the classes. He's pleasant enough, right? He's personable with the athletes, which is big. But he's certified, but he literally knows nothing, no experience, whatever. So this is going to be a project for me. I understand this. It takes a while to get his background check back, and his background check comes back, and it is not clean. And so I asked him about it, and it was some really stupid stuff that he had done with his own family as a teenager. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me about this? So that was pretty much the last straw, just because he couldn't tell me about that. But he actually lasted, a good handful of weeks before his background check came through. But that was a big learning experience for me as a business owner.